Demi Moore was 52 years old when she stunned the entire world with that flawless body in the film with the angels. Scarlett Johansson, at 40, continues to embody modern magnetism. But do you know what detail makes all the difference between them? It is not the personal trainer. It is not the expensive dermatologist. It is the hair color that sculpts the light around their faces. Here's the truth nobody tells you. After the age of 50, you might be using the exact same hair color that made you look stunning at 35. But now, it is stealing 10 years from your appearance, and you have not even noticed. Your skin has changed. The radiance of your face has changed. But the reflection in the mirror? It is still stuck in a decade that has already passed. There are 5 specific colors that turn elegance into visual fatigue, and one of them, I am certain, is on your head right now. Why? Because someone told you it was classic, that it was safe, that it was timeless. A well-told lie. If you want every person who crosses your path to turn and think, "What an impeccable woman," then subscribe to this channel right now. Because elegance after 50 is not a forced strategy. It is applied wisdom. Turn on notifications, leave your like, and come with me. The first color that is sabotaging you is so common that 7 out of 10 women choose it without question. Jet black, when drama turns against you. You know that feeling of looking in the mirror and thinking, "Why do I look so tired if I slept well?" It might be time to look at your hair color. That deep, intense black that once made you look sophisticated at 30 may now be casting a shadow where there used to be light. Elizabeth Taylor wore deep black for decades, and it worked because she had violet eyes and a lighting crew following her every step. But the truth is, jet black requires more than courage. It demands specific skin tones and lighting conditions. Do a test. Take a picture in natural light next to someone with brown hair instead of jet black. The difference between striking presence and harsh expression will be clear in seconds. Flat black hardens every expression line as if the color is sucking the air out of your face. It makes the skin look yellowish and forces you to use much more makeup just to compensate. You are investing time and money on 2 fronts. One at the salon, another trying to undo the effect it creates. But there is an elegant solution, and it does not ask you to abandon intensity, only to soften it with intelligence. Deep browns with mocha, espresso, or dark chocolate undertones keep all the depth you desire, but embrace your skin instead of competing with it. Strategic touches of caramel or hazelnut near the face act as a natural highlighter, the kind of light that makes your skin breathe. And the shadowed roots? They allow you to transition into grays with dignity, not desperation. These tones cut your salon visits in half and naturally soften your expression lines. And since we are speaking honestly, if your eyebrows are still black, it might be time to consider dark brown. The change is subtle, but your face will be thankful. Breathe. There is no irreversible mistake here, only the opportunity to see yourself in a kinder light. But the second color on the list is even more deceptive, because everyone thinks it means youth. Platinum blonde, the promise of light that erases your face. Gwyneth Paltrow managed to maintain that Scandinavian ice blonde for decades and still look ethereal. But Gwyneth also has access to care that most of us only see in magazines. So let us talk about what platinum blonde really does to a mature face. It creates such a harsh contrast that every wrinkle stands out, every dark circle looks permanent, and your skin simply disappears in photos. Very light or ashy blonde competes with skin that has already lost collagen and natural radiance. Under natural light, it literally makes you disappear, as if you were being erased from your own image. And the maintenance? Platinum blonde demands a salon schedule more intense than that of a corporate executive in Milan, and still delivers fatigue disguised as glow. Stretch a strand of platinum hair. It stretches like rubber before it breaks. That is not aesthetics, that is structural damage. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Think of the golden light of sunset, the one that makes everyone look more beautiful. That is the light you want in your hair, not the cold brightness that makes you vanish. The solution lies in strategic blondes that reflect warmth. Honey sculpts a permanent light effect around the face. Golden adds life without looking artificial, and warm beige softens without erasing your presence. For those who love cool tones, champagne and pearl beige bring back light without draining your vitality. Fine strands in sandy or honey tones create a 3-dimensional texture that grows out elegantly. Touch-ups every 8 to 10 weeks, not every week. Harmony is simple. Blue eyes call for champagne or pearl beige. Green eyes celebrate honey and soft gold. Brown eyes embrace caramel and light hazelnut. And the golden rule? Never more than 2 shades of difference between your hair and your eyebrows, or your face will lose cohesion. The third color is a favorite of many women, and might be silently competing with your own face. Orange red, when intensity works against you. Julianne Moore built an entire career on that sculpted copper red. But Julianne has a team of colorists that reformulate the pigment chemistry with every wash, and a porcelain complexion that simply does not have the imperfections most of us carry. If you have spots, rosacea, or visible capillaries, orange red will not hide them, it will highlight them. Few colors age as much as poorly chosen red. It shouts when your face needs to whisper. Intense or coppery red grabs every skin imperfection and lights it up like an unwanted spotlight. Take a selfie with flash and see how your face seems to compete with your hair color. But the real problem? That shade has exactly 10 days of glory. After that, you spend weeks saying, "It used to be more vibrant," while your towels get stained orange after every wash. That is not pigment fixing. It is pigment abandoning your hair in record time. There is nothing wrong with loving red. The mistake is only in choosing the wrong intensity for this moment in your life. The sophisticated solution lies in deep and controlled reds. Wine, burgundy, and plum deliver richness without visual inflammation and maintain beauty for 6 to 8 weeks without drama. Warm brown with subtle copper touches adds heat without chaos. Fine golden copper strands near the face sculpt natural contour instead of highlighting flaws. Gradual techniques in wine or copper nut tones create depth that ages with elegance, fading softly without turning artificial orange. These tones work under any light and harmonize with your skin rather than competing with it. Complete the look with wine, raspberry, or cherry lipsticks for flawless visual cohesion. But the fourth color might be the most dangerous because it feels safe until you realize you have become invisible. Flat brown, the color that makes you disappear. Penelope Cruz has worn brown for decades and still looks like she just returned from vacation. But Penelope's brown has dozens of caramel, honey, and golden variations applied strategically. Your brown? It is probably that single, uniform shade with no movement. And there is the problem. It is not the brown itself. It is the complete absence of life within it. Flat brown is like wearing a neutral color from head to toe and expecting to be noticed. In group photos, you literally disappear into the background, while hair with its own personality naturally draws attention. When you meet someone new, hair with texture and movement holds their gaze for a few extra seconds. Flat brown unconsciously makes people look away in search of something more interesting. Perhaps you have already felt this, looking in the mirror and thinking, something is wrong, but you cannot quite figure out what. What is wrong is simple. You are wearing the most invisible color on the hair spectrum. The transformation lies in the engineering of light within the brown. Chocolate with touches of caramel or honey illuminates your face from within. Cafe tones or hazelnut bring sophisticated warmth without artificiality. Gradual techniques sculpt your face shape through calculated light and shadow. Lighter strands near the face act as natural highlighters, while deeper tones at the roots create dimension. This construction adds three-dimensional movement that changes as you move. A glossy finish seals everything and reflects light like a delicate mirror. The result? Perceived volume, instant presence, and finally a brown that deserves and receives attention. And the fifth color? It is the one many women are considering now, and it demands more care than courage. Dull gray, when elegance becomes neglect. Helen Mirren turned gray hair into a symbol of absolute power and elegance. But Helen's gray has regular professional toning, pearlescent gloss, constant shine treatments, and an impeccable haircut. If your gray is yellowed at the ends, greenish in the middle, and has the brightness of a cloudy November day, then the problem is not embracing silver strands. It is embracing them without the right strategy. Neglected gray ages more than any other color because it lacks pigment to mask the absence of vitality. It yellows with pollution, turns green from chlorine, and oxidizes in the sun. In the end, you look like you gave up instead of making a bold aesthetic choice. The texture becomes coarse, the shine disappears, and your face gains a chromatic neighbor that emphasizes every sign of fatigue. Well-maintained gray is not surrender. It is a statement, but it requires commitment. The solution is treatment as a loving discipline. Violet or blue shampoo once or twice a week neutralizes yellowing, pearlescent gloss every 4 to 6 weeks, seals the cuticles, and adds mirror-like reflection. Strategic strands in platinum, pearl gray, or cool champagne create three-dimensional texture that looks natural but is absolutely calculated. Warm skin calls for smoky gray with champagne. Cool skin celebrates pearlescent platinum, and dark skin embraces ash coffee gray. Complete the look with a medium-length haircut with movement, soft waves that create texture, colorful makeup, peach blush, raspberry lipstick, and graphite eyebrows, never black. Because well-done gray does not hide who you are, It reveals you. Now that you know the 5 chromatic saboteurs, there is something even more important than avoiding them. 5 colors. 5 different ways of dimming the light from your face while you thought you were making safe choices. Jet black that creates shadows where there should be presence. Platinum blonde that promises youth but delivers exhaustion. Orange red competing with your natural imperfections. Flat brown making you disappear in photographs. And dull gray confusing elegance with neglect. But here is what really matters, and pay attention because this changes everything. It is not about banning colors. It never was. It is about adapting, illuminating, creating harmony between who you are inside and how you appear on the outside. After the age of 50, everything that touches your face must bring back light, not take it away. The right tone is not magic. It is a conscious choice. It brightens your skin, reflects vitality, and returns something in the mirror that you might not have seen for a while. Yourself, but with the light you deserve. And when color finally works in your favor, makeup can be lighter because you do not need to correct mistakes. Clothes work better because there is visual cohesion. And that energy you thought you had lost? It was only hidden behind the wrong color. Age does not steal beauty. It adds layers of style, wisdom, and depth that no 25-year-old can imitate. The right hair does not hide you. It reveals you. If this made sense to you, if something inside said, "This is it," then leave your like now. Subscribe to the channel because elegance after 50 is not an accident. It is an informed decision. And in the comments, write a simple phrase, "My color works for me," if you're ready for this change. Which of these 5 colors is on your head right now?